Hey, good morning, my peeps. Thank you for stopping by now with another half an hour with the big dogs. I'm right here with my boy Sal. What's up, Sal? How you been, bro? Everything good?
Yeah, life is good, bro.
Life is good, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, because now we make it good.
yeah, man. I try to make it my whole purpose not to complain too much, you know.
Because if we do no better, really listen, bro.
Yeah, but then whoever is listening is like, dog, you don't see what I'm doing.
Man,
You don't see all the good things I'm doing. Bro.
well, my peeps, today, man, we're talking about with this life after death. Or do you guys think that this is it? Like when the lights go out, bro, that's it. Do you think our life continues somewhere else? But what do you think, Sal, happened, bro? When the lights turn off, when the dust settles, when the director yells cut, bro, and
Yeah,
you're the only one there. What do you think
damn.
happened, bro?
I think we go to sleep
That's it?
and then we start dreaming. If you had like a good life, you probably had like a pleasant dream. If you had like you live like a very heavy, like you might not even be a bad person, but just a chaotic, like horror movie life,
Yeah.
you're gonna have a tough go. You know what I mean? Your own brain is just like your own spirit is contaminated, bro. Like,
Imagine, bro, if your life just keeps going. Because you know, like in every religion or in every, like, there's always different, like, sayings about that. Like, for example, like, Catholics, Christians, and all that believe, like, you go to heaven or you go to hell. You know what I mean? There's the other ones that believe, like, you're reincarnated. You know what I mean? And all that, but like, there's so many different beliefs. Like, to me, I believe, bro, that we are fucking electricity. You know what I mean? Energy, there we go. We are energy, bro. So energy doesn't die. You keep going. You know what I mean? Like, imagine when you die, bro, and you reincarnate. That's the reason why. That's the light. When you're dying, there's the light that you see because you're being reborn. And you know what I mean?
that's crazy. Like, oh damn, I gotta do it all over
All
again.
over again. But because there's a lot of religions that they say that you do reincarnate, but you don't reincarnate right away. That's something like years or century or like, it depends. You know what I mean? But imagine that shit, bro.
Like, there's this rapper, like he's a mixed rapper. His name is Logic, right? He makes a song
Oh
called
yeah, I know, imagine.
the Waiting Room.
Right.
Like, so you know who Neil deGrasse Tyson is, the scientist, the black scientist.
I think so. I
Yeah,
think.
like that's from Family Guy.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shout out. Like, so they make a whole song, right, where he's talking to him. I guess he's pretending to be like the person that introduces you into the waiting room, right?
Okay.
And he explains to him, like, in one life you were the slave master, in one life you were the slave.
Yeah.
In one life you were this, and then the other life you were like you'll come back as an Asian girl, and you were a black man. It's like you get to experience
Different kinds.
all the different experiences.
Like imagine that.
Yeah, that's a tough one because who knows, right? Like every video game we tend to create, we have a reset button.
Yeah, or everything, bro.
Everything.
Everything. Like if you really see it, like even from back in the days, like religion shit, right? How many times has the world ended? That's a reset.
A reset, yeah.
That's a reset right there. You know what I mean? What about, bro? Because I was talking to my boy yesterday, right? Because
I'll give you $5. Good morning.
morning,
Yeah.
like for example, bro, I was talking to my boy yesterday, right? And we're talking about the same thing we're talking about today. And he was like, "Nah, I don't believe it. I don't believe." He said, "I don't believe like you reincarnated or there's an afterlife, but I believe in ghosts." That makes no sense. Because the ghost is the afterlife. So if you believe in something, and you say, "Oh, I don't believe it," that's like, I believe in the devil, but I don't believe in God, or I believe in God, but I don't believe in the devil. If you believe in one, you believe in the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It kind of goes together.
Yeah, but so because like when a lot of people say, "Oh, this goes," or "I hear this," or "I hear that," that's afterlife, bro. But in the Bible it says that supposedly when you die, you go to sleep.
You're waiting.
You're waiting. And if you see one of your relatives, that's not really them. They're really like the demons. You listen?
He says, "Good morning, boys." Hey, good morning, my
Good
boy.
morning, my peeps. You
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
know what I mean? So I just feel that
Yeah. They just talking some shit and having a good time. Yeah.
yeah, because and he was like, "Nah, I don't believe in all that," but I'm like, whoa. I believe in ghosts. I believe in the afterlife. I believe in that shit. I don't really think though, like,
Ghost, bro. What have you ever had a ghost, like an actual ghost experience, bro?
fuck yeah, a bunch of times, dude.
Like that's a trip, bro, because it makes you question everything, bro. Like,
Yeah, because look, bro, honestly, okay, there was a story when I think I told you, baby. When I used to live in my own apartment, this is years ago when I was like in my 20s, right? I used to live like in a cracked down fucking building, though. You know what I mean? Where everybody would be fucking drugs and all that, and whatever you needed, they would go to my building, right? So in that apartment that I moved in, though, this is what the manager told me, right? Because I would hear a lot of noises, I would hear a lot of shit. Right? He said that one day, there was a hooker that used to live in my building.
a hooker.
Yeah, right? A night walker. So she used to work at, she was a hooker. So one day she brought a chick to the house. He still burned her in the tub. Right? And left her body and shanked her and all that. Right? So I remember what, the only reason why I asked the manager, because one day, bro, I was taking the shower. And you know how the fucking curtain, right, is stuck in, plastic, like the one we always use in the fucking shower. And I felt it. Like the hand pushed me. I was like, what the fuck? And it was nobody there. You know what I mean? At nighttime, I'll feel somebody go to my bed and sit there like in the corner. I'll hear somebody crying. My boy would stay over too. This is when I believe that there was somebody in the house. All of my friends came. We were watching. We were watching SmackDown because it was a 2001 SmackDown that just started. It was 2 years. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's when WWE was a fire. So all of my boys would come to my house. I would chill. So I used to have two cats. One cat, his name was Panther. The other one was the lion, right? And we were chilling, bro. Out of nowhere, Panther goes into the kitchen. Right? There ain't nobody in the kitchen. Our kitchen was big. A ball rolls. And that fool's looking at he's playing with somebody. Like somebody's throwing a bottle and he's going and playing with it. And then me and my friends were like, after magic over, my homie says, who the fuck is your cat playing with? And I was like, he just does that all the time. But he throws the ball and he does it for them. It's like he's playing with somebody. And one of my other homies says, I think it's like a ghost baby. And I said, in my closet, there was a light that had the string. And the only way that light turns on is with the fucking string. That's it. There's no fucking switch or nothing. Just the fucking rope, right? So I said, if there's a ghost in my house, can you guys make a fucking noise? The light went, shh, shh, and it turned on. He said, what the fuck? Nah, it can't be. And then,
The first thought that comes to my man, I went there in that room, bro, a whole bunch of times, you know, like.
and I was like, damn. And I said, if there's a ghost in here, really turn out the lights. Shh, shh. All of us fucking ran outside. My friend ran out of the car and in there.
Yeah, you're never really truly alone, bro. Like that's what you gotta think about.
So I felt in that apartment a lot of shit always, bro. It always felt like it was like a tormented soul. Like it was not just one, but it was like because I feel vibes and I feel a lot of shit, bro. And I will feel it. I'll hear it like at night, like a lady crying. You know what I mean? I'll turn the light and go by there.
It was a heavy place, huh?
It was a very heavy place, dude. And I remember the manager told me, yeah, man, like, and this whole building, dude, for years and years, man, they've been murdering people here. You know what I mean? And so I was like, fuck, man, I lived there for 2 years and a half. And well, here shit. I remember one time my boy came, which is me and my homie Hugo, and we were chilling, and we're watching TV. You know how my TV right here is like blank? Well, we saw a figure from the back, a guy with like a cowboy hat, even up in the kitchen.
That's why it's good to have pets, bro.
Yeah.
They'll sniff them
What
out.
the fuck you think I had fucking like rats, I had cats, I had all that, bro.
Yeah, I feel like they protect you from all that shit. Right? That's right, girl.
Yeah, good girl.
Yeah. I guess like there's just an apartment complex that was alive. That like you could feel that like shit used to happen to people there, bro. Like I slid, landed on a car jack, busted my head, a gate fell on me. Like even years after we moved out, dude, like some people kept dying in that specific apartment on Rampart, bro. Like that place was just full of heavy energy, bro. Like
Yeah.
violence, abuse.
Yeah,
everything.
that's how I was in my brother. I remember when I had Brody came from El Salvador, bro, we used to live in Normandy in Hollywood, right? a 4-story apartment. My mom would always leave me alone. I was like 8 years old, right? And I remember this vividly, bro. This is what to the day I would listen to Michael Jackson.
You don't listen to Michael Jackson.
Nah, bro. Every time my foot comes on the radio, I change the channel. What did it say right there now? Oh, no, it just got the name. Yeah. Oh, look, bro. So I remember I was in third grade. Ms. Romero, my teacher, was like, today for homework, I want you guys to draw your favorite singer, your favorite actor, or whatever. So I said, okay, no doubt. So I remember the day, bro. My mom and my sis, my mom was like, I'm gonna go to Woodward. Remember Woodward? Or the you were too young, but Woodward was writing.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, Woodward was writing, right? You changed that, yeah. So Woodward, you was Woodward back in the days, right? And she was like, I'm gonna go to Woodward. I was like, man. And they left. My mom would never want me to go over there. So anyway, I'm in the kitchen. I'm in the 4th floor. Okay? Next door neighbor, nobody living there. It's an empty apartment. I'm in the window. There's a window, and there's nobody there. I mean, nobody. It was like the out is like it's like the fucking. ¿Cómo se dice? It's a yard, but hasta abajo. I'm on the 4th floor, so there's nobody there. All right, so I'm just trying to paint a picture. Right, so there's nobody there. It's just me. There's on this side. There was a table. Here's how my kitchen was. My mom had a table right here. The stove, the big old window right there. Then the living room, and the way out into my room, right? The rooms. And so I'm drawing, bro. Right? I'm drawing. And I'm drawing Michael Jackson. I remember I'm drawing this for giving a concert. Okay? I don't know her. Next to me, you're next to me, dog. This is how my daughter's life. No bullshit. Like, you're next to me. A boy said, where did your mind go? Did she leave you again? It was a lady's voice, bro. I heard that. Clean, clean, clean. And I said, what the fuck? And then I tried to get up, but I couldn't. I couldn't run. I couldn't move. You know? And then he was like, why does she keep leaving me? I said, ah. And I moved, and I tried to run, and I tried to open the door, and I couldn't. I couldn't fucking open the door, like to run outside.
You're scared shitless.
Hell yeah, then the door from my room went, it's closed. And I said, hell no, and I ran. And I remember I finally opened the door and I ran to my fucking, not the next door, but two apartments down. And I ran. This was what, like, Catholic, hung up with Mormons. Was it Mormons? You know the ones that they use the trap on the hair?
Arab?
Well, no, evangelistas.
Oh.
Arabs. No, evangelistas.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you know, and I went in there and then I told her what I told her, she goes, oh, it's the devil. He wants to get in your body and this and that and blah, blah. So when my mom came, that lady told her, yeah, my mom was like, yeah, I get it. I got my ass whooped for lying, bro. You know what I mean? Because she thought I was lying.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Hell yeah, I got my ass beat for running to the neighbor, bro. And then I remember, it was like probably like 2 weeks. They didn't have pads, right? But I would always feel something in that apartment. If it's me, bro, that I attract all that shit or whatever it is, bro. But I always hear noises, right? I remember that day, my 2 sisters, they were going to go out with their boyfriends to the gym. All right? They were going to go before LA Fitness. It was Bally's Total Fitness. Yeah, Bally's Total Fitness, right? So they used to go to Bally. I used to live in Hollywood. And so that day, my mom was going to go work older than I supported, right? And shout out. So my sister was like, hey, I was 8 years old. So my sister told me, hey, Mama, you're going to leave him alone or you're going to stay and we're going to go to the gym. And then she would, no, I'm not going to go to work. Today, I'm going to stay with him. And also my sisters, yeah, with the boyfriend, went to the gym and to go splash, I guess. And then after that, bro, my mom tells me, like, half an hour later, bro, she starts getting ready. And then she leaves. Right? I've been watching TGIF, they got a flight on Channel 7. Back in the days, it was dinosaurs. We'll come out, some all that show up like that. We don't rip up on The Simpsons, but they made it into dinosaurs. And I remember I was watching it, bro. And I watched it out by myself. It's 9 o'clock at night. I've been watching it. I can't, bro. Why does she keep doing that? Huh? Why does she, but in Spanish though, bro? And fucking Spanish. I'm all shit, bro. Why does she keep leaving? You know me, why does she keep leaving? Why did she go this time? And I remember like I started crying, bro, the fucking kid, bro, and I couldn't even move for shit. And I remember my boyfriend called. I told him I was crying out. Okay, he got mad at my mom for leaving me alone. I goes, I got my eyes ripped for snitching my mom. She mad. But all my life, I always wish you. So I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in the afterlife. I do believe that we're never alone.
There's places that are just so heavy, bro. Like it's just it's like a little area that's been contaminated so much, bro. Like
Yeah, there's so much bad energy.
so much has just recycled there, dude. And it's now there's places that I felt good, like that have no reason, like just feeling so good, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's some places where when you walk in and you just feels fresh. Like it just feels like there's no bad vibes, there's no like heavy.
Like when I go to the beach, right? Yeah, people go die in the beach, right? But in the beach, I just feel
You know what? Sometimes I
the
do.
water, bro.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes when I'm in, like swimming, like I feel it.
It feels good. Like it feels
No, I feel like
heavy.
spirits. Yeah, hell yeah,
Oh,
bro.
damn.
Yeah, I feel spirits, bro. I'm
That's
like
crazy.
out of May and the movie Ghost.
Yeah, it's because
Same idea. You see the movie Ghost?
there's areas, bro, that is just like even like just driving down certain streets, like you notice how in our neighborhoods, like certain streets are like bordered with like a single block changes the whole dynamic of the area.
That's what me and my girl were talking last time. We're like, that's crazy. We went from like, it's just like one street over is like good, and then one street over it's fucking suburbs.
It's nice, bro.
You know what I mean? It's nice. Like, well, that's how they look. The last time me and my girl were looking for a house, right? It came out on Zillow. Zillow, yeah, Zillow. And we're looking for houses in Zillow, and a house came out. And it was a 3 bedroom, I'm lying. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, big backyard, big front yard for $2,400, bro. Oh, I said, hey, that's not cheap as fuck. And my girl was like, let's go for a drive and let's go check it out. So we got in the ride and we're driving, bro. We get to the house, my daughter and I say the same thing at the same time. And we feel that somebody watching us. Like the window, it was a big old window. You know what I mean? Like, you know how they have like the big old windows and there's like a dining room so you can look outside? Like the old houses? It was like that.
I do not like that shit.
Yeah,
It's
no.
exposed.
Yeah, and then I looked back and I was like, it feels like somebody really watching it from every side. Like, I could feel the vibe, like something bad happened in that house. Really? You see that my girl was like, do you? And I was like, yeah, man, I swear to God.
Yeah, man, if your daughter said it too.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, and then my daughter was like, nah, hell no, no fucking way. And it was crazy because all the other houses were lit up. And I called, but that house, you know how like, even when the house is abandoned, nobody's there, but it still gives you like a little bit of light? Not that one, bro. It was gone. It was gone. And then like the back, it was like just like the skeleton of the fucking the garage. And I was like, nah, man, like, yo, we're good. And then we went to go see another house, but we didn't even get out until like really out.
Like this would be home.
Yes.
Like this would be home.
Yes, it's like sometimes these things like you just feel right. You know, have you ever gone to a place and you just feel the vibe, bro?
Yeah, like workplaces and everything, bro. Like it was the vibes are different. Like I've been there's areas that I work that I feel amazing, like going up La Crescenta and La Cañada and all that area feels, even though there's bears and rattlesnakes and shit like that, it feels pure, bro. Maybe it's all the trees keeping it up.
Yeah. It's just like fresh.
It's fresh and refreshing, you know. And then there's areas that I just don't want to be in, bro. Like downtown LA, I just don't want to be there. Bro.
Yeah, bro. That's
It's just the vibes are
it's just the people. Bro.
residual energy, bro. Like
Look, man, when I used to when I was a pharmacist,
what's wrong? You done everything.
I was a street pharmacist.
Oh, okay.
When I was a pharmacist, and I remember there was a lot of people that would get sick and they'll ask for my medicine.
Yeah.
And I would have to go and I would go like drop it off. You need a bunch of bad people, bro. You know what I mean? You need a lot of evil people. That's when like like there's good people, but I remember there would be some cool motherfuckers that I would go and supply the medicine that they needed. And then those motherfuckers get that vibe, bro. You know what I mean?
So he's an animal. So
Yeah, like look, I remember one time some dude he wanted to get some of my medicine, right? It was like 11 o'clock at night, right? And I used to live in the 4th floor where I could see everything, right? And so one little noise, I'll hear it, right? So I'm like this, I'm looking at this cat, bro, right? This dude is hiding a stick. he's hiding a stick on the side. So when I would come out, bam, he hit me across the head, bro. You know what I mean? And he's got a peep out game. That's the people. I always study people. I always see the vibes. I always see shit. I always say, go,
You had to, no? You don't want to give away your medicine to drink.
so when I just laughing, but get fucking,
They murk you.
yeah, burn me, bro, for no reason, bro. Ah, but like, you know where, changing the conversation there, you know where I get advice from? When you pass the school.
Yeah.
I think, you know, because that's how we're like at the red light. And I was telling my girl, like, would you person tell me wake up school and just get the bad mind? She was, yeah, but I think it's because the whole day kids are there. It's always different kind of energy.
And it's not always pleasant, bro.
It's not always pleasant. So
Like
I
they
think
go through a lot of things.
Oh,
And that
yeah, bro.
energy, like
it stays there.
I feel like when you feel something so deeply, bro, that shit leaves an imprint, like in the area around you, bro, like anger, and that's why I feel like I wasn't always the best person, so I feel like sometimes I have to like pray over my home, bro, because it's like the anger and the frustration, like I left an imprint there. You know what I mean?
I think when we argue a lot, it more like stays there like that.
It leaves a stain, bro.
Yeah.
Like a stain. You have to clean it, bro. You have to clean that shit, bro. Like you fucking open the doors, let the air fucking circulate. Fucking open the doors, let the air fucking circulate. Like I'm a lot more wiser now, bro, because it might not seem like it matters, bro. Every little action you do kind of counts, bro.
It's your karma. Like my
Una
sister says.
mirada, una mala mirada, you speak to somebody the wrong way, you have a little bit lack of patience, bro. You leave an imprint.
And that's what I was talking to this dude at the gym. I was like, he was telling me, yeah, man, like, you know, like, I have to check myself for something about somebody saying something I want to go off on them. I may get the old things. Yeah, but this shit, there's all the bad energy, bro, and all that shit. Like,
They're just filled with it, bro. They're corrupted.
yeah, have you ever, let's say, for example, you're going somewhere and you see somebody cross, or you see somebody walking, you're like, what the fuck, I thought somebody was there.
Yeah, like little glitches, yeah.
Yeah, but I think those are like ghosts that die at that moment, and then they know they died. And they're still going where they're supposed to. They think they're going.
They forgot they were ghosts and showed them some.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? I
They
think,
forgot, like, oh, fuck, you looking at me.
like, for example, this, right? I used to have right here at this house. I used to have a little Yorkie. Right? His name was Parker. Rest in peace, Parker. So every morning I would just open the door and then he would go pee right here. And he would pee, do his business, and go back in the house, right? But one day, this fool got curious when he left. And he left aside. I think he left for like 2 weeks. Like he would leave, come back, he'd come back like every day, like he would leave. But one day, that fool never came back. Right? He got ran over. I found him on the street. So I remember I picked him up, I like up there and buried that fool, right? Well, anyway, man, to make a long story short, the next day I wake up at 3:30 in the morning. I'm about to go to the gym, and I start stretching out right here in my living room, right? I start stretching out, and what? Out of nowhere from my door here. No? I'm like, what the fuck? And I fucking fall down and I open the door. There's nobody there. And then I thought it was Dino, a Rottweiler, but she's always outside. And back then I had Chucks, you know what I mean, and Logan. And then I was like, hey guys, go to the back, man, stop being right here. Because I always have in the backyard. So I closed the door. The next day, bro, again. Yeah, bro.
He wasn't ready to let you go.
Yeah, and then I opened the door and bam. And then I heard I remember somebody had told me that a ghost comes back like for 3 days to visit me. Because they don't know they're alive or whatever, you know what I mean?
Somebody has to walk them over.
Yeah, so I did. I went, this is your shit. So on the third day, I remember that fool came. And he took, I remember I opened the door, swear to God, about my daughter and everything. I love no lie. I opened the door and I'm like, Parker, you're dead, bro. You're not here no more. Like, just go. I know that you got hit so hard and you still think you're coming back home every day. But you're not. You know, just go to doggy heaven or just go wherever it is or go. Never again look at hear that shit. You know what I mean? I feel like they come and visit you.
When they were Parker,
It was Parker, bro.
rest in peace, Parker.
Rest in peace, because I remember he would do that. When I'll close the door, I'll start stretching. When he would be ready to come in, he would scratch the door. And I'll open the door and I'll let him in. So imagine every time I open the door, he was supposed to come in.
I'll let him in, bro. I trust
Yeah.
Parker. Hey, wait for me.
And you know what's crazy? I've been having dreams about Logan, and Logan died 2 years ago. Like that fool always wants me to follow him. And I'm like, nah, like I don't want to go there.
Not yet, not yet.
I fool always wants me to
You
follow.
know, it's interesting. Like my wife, I don't know where she got this from, but they have a belief. Well, she's Mexican. She was raised like Catholic, kind of pagan type, like a mix of traditional Mexican culture with Catholic.
Yeah.
It's like not a normal Catholic. You know what I mean? They say
That
that
is a normal cat.
because there's different types. Like I was recently know there's like that Roman Catholic, and
Oh,
then there's
yeah,
like that
yeah.
Mexican Catholic. There's a whole bunch of nonsense. Like the point is that they believe that you have to be nice to dogs because when you die, they're the ones to help you cross over.
Yeah.
They're the ones to help
You
you
say
cross
like
over.
supposedly that God sends you a dog and he sends you all that, you know what I mean? Like I tell my girl all the time, I'm like, when I die, I'm gonna come back in the raw water, dude. Like God's gonna send me to protect my guys. So if you ever see a raw water lost or a raw water comes to your house out of nowhere, that's the big dog.
I'll probably be like an asshole dog, like a German Shepherd. Like,
You get invited everybody?
yeah, like, hey, what's up, dog?
Oh, he didn't skulk.
Like to spite the shit out of everybody.
Nah, but
Like, don't touch me. You know what I mean?
nah, but I do believe, you know, in like in ghosts. I do believe like in the afterlife. I do believe in all that shit. But like, I remember my mom too, like when her brother died, she used to put a cup of water. She used to say that, like, see, that's what I heard at school, that shit. She would say that they come and visit you. And so she said that they try to find the light or they try to find whatever it is. So they're thirsty, supposedly. So she'll leave like a cup of water and she'll be like, wow, tomorrow's going to be a little bit down and it will be. But imagine if that's not the brother, like another thing, the other demon. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you never know. This world is full of fucking
Mystery.
mysteries, bro, and that you never know, bro. This world, if it was built of death, so many death, how many fucking all that shit has been, bro.
Yeah, it was a trip. Like, there's like Buddhist people that died and come back and they turn Christian, bro, because they're like, they died. They're like, they don't like what they see, and they're like, nah, you're like, nah, you know what? Like, I was wrong about all this shit, you know, like, I gotta go on this path. And then there's some people that are so pleasant, but they're not even religious. They just have such a pleasant.
You know what I think, bro? I think like religion, like we said the other video, go check out other videos on religion. But like we always said, the religion was here to suppress us, bro, for us not to see what we're really capable of, what we're really here for. You know what I mean? It's fear. You know what I mean? That's what religion is. Because, look, man, honestly, there's people out there that genuinely nice, like you said right now, without going to church, without doing all that. They're just nice people. And there's people that go to church, they're the biggest pushback.
They're the freaking demons.
They're
bro.
the demons, bro. They're the, okay, for example, look at this, bro, like the slave, like
bro.
the fucking slave owners for back in the days, right? Oh, in the name of Christ, bam! Fucking the Roman Catholic Church, bro. They will go and kill the Christians, bro. Go that on the name of God, in the name of the Roman Church. What the heck, bro? These are the most evil people, bro. Oh, they used to burn women because they thought it was witches in the name of the Lord.
That's wild.
That was wild, bro. But yeah, you go to church, here, eat the body of the Lord. What the? That's the same fucking shit. Witchcraft.
Yeah, I feel like that's why you gotta have discernment, bro. Like discernment of the people around you, because like I've met rugged people that are very nice, bro. Like people that are from the streets that are very, very nice, and I met people that like just abandon me and shame me that go to church. You know, I've experienced both sides of the world. You know what I mean?
I have experienced both sides of the world, bro. Like God took me to like some fucked up places to meet like a lot of fucked up people. Like I've been to real dark places where I still met good people, even though
They just make bad choices.
Yeah, man. And then I've been to this part where I met some evil people, bro. Like what the fuck?
Like covert evil, like
Yeah.
they're hiding it. But it leaks out of them.
You can always see
You
it,
can
bro. Like
feel it. You can sense it,
the
bro.
vibes don't lie. Vibes don't lie. And none of that shit like, like you feel it, bro, inside. Like, nah, man. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's why you gotta be tread carefully, whether you're in the park or wherever you are. You gotta be careful.
Like I always tell my girls, like, what kept me alive for all these years was vibes. It's the vibes, the energy, the gut feeling, the little voice in my head, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They talk to me, bro. They understand, bro. You know what I mean?
The discernment, bro.
Yeah, bro. So
you understood, like,
you know, all the time. Like I remember one time I was walking, I heard a little voice like, go,
like, nah, go back.
yeah, go here, like do this, and like don't trust that person, don't do this, and I always listen to that. That's why I'm still here. I always tell my girls, like, if you guys feel it inside you, something, listen to that voice, man.
Good boy. more tuned than we are, bro.
Yeah, bro. I always call it the Spider-Man sense.
Women have more connection to spirituality than we do, bro.
Yeah, we do. Once you open your third eye, bro, you'll see shit, right?
Your brother. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like once you start seeing shit for what it really is, you start seeing a lot. Like, once you become Neo.
And it's funny because I saw this meme, right? That when people think spirituality is ayahuasca, mushrooms, and everything, and when what spirituality really is, it's a cigarette with a coffee.
Yeah.
It's like you're like I encounter God more just drinking coffee, bro, than all these fucking drugs. Man.
Like, to be a nice person, but you don't have to go to church. Because a lot of people go to church because it's fear, because they're like, you have to go to church because I don't want to go to hell. So you're not really doing it because you want to go to church, because you believe in God, because you believe it. No. You go because of fear, because you don't want to go to hell. And if you got kids and you teach them the same thing, because of that, it's not because like, oh, because I do believe in this and I believe exactly. Because it's fear. It's fear of the unknown. You know what I mean? It's fear. That's what like sometimes it's that we're scared of the dark room. And that's the problem with Spanish. You put fear. You know, when it's like a little kid, they go into there. Or like the devil's there, or this a ghost. You know what I mean? So we always in fear, though.
Because most churches and most people that go to like monotheistic religion don't read the Bible, bro. It says, "Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid."
You know, back in the day, because I heard
Well, I am with you.
because I heard all that ghost shit and all that. I used to be like, I'm gonna be honest, I used to be scared of being alone, and I used to be scared of ghosts and all that. So I got locked up. And I remember that's when I heard ghosts. That's when I seen a lot of shit, but that's when I had a been up.
That's one of the most heaviest places.
Oh, 100%, bro. I'm gonna tell you some stories. And I mean, when I got locked up, bro, and once that door closes, that's it. You're not gonna get out. You're not gonna open the door, no matter if you fucking throw fucking tantrums, cry or whatever. You're locked in there, bro. And I remember when they put me in the room and I was by myself. And I remember I was in a one-man cell, right? And I was in the bunk bed, like my room had bunk beds, right? Like, on top, I had like a pool and a shit like that, right? And I had a blanket over it, like this. And then my cell had a big old window where the CO would pass by. This the fucking roll call, right? And I remember one day I had put the sheets over like this. I had like my girl's pictures on top. And I was reading a magazine because the fucking CO, he was pretty cool with me. So and it was opposite the morning.
Shout out.
Yeah. And then after the class, he would give me like magazines like fishing. And we made me go fishing and boats and all that, right? So at night, though, I couldn't sleep for some reason, man. So I took a shower and I fucking was like, the roll call, they came in, did the roll call, I stood up and I was reading a magazine. Out of nowhere, I'm like this, right? This is the bunk. I'm looking up and the curtain is down. I hear the curtain in my shower. I'm the only one there. I seen the dude walk out. Because I can see like from the blanket that I had, like the shadow. And I seen the dude walk and I'm like, nobody can the door didn't fucking open it. When they open the door, it's like you should hear the keys, bro, and the CO fucking talking loud. And we have to walk from the shower to the fucking toilet, because the toilet was next to the window, and I flew to sit there. I was like, I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open the credit room. Nobody there. And I remember one time they called me at 3 o'clock, they called me because I'm not better, right? So they would give me fucking my medicine. 3 o'clock with medicine. 4 o'clock with breakfast. Right? 4 o'clock with breakfast. At 3 o'clock they would come and always and when that one like felt, bro, I had to have surgery. You know what I mean? Like a fucking leg, man. So I was in a wheelchair with that shit. So I remember when I went in there, like the fucking CO was like, I think probably by my name, by my last name, you up? But yeah. All right, man, just roll over there. And I was in the all man county jail, right? And so to go to the nurse, I would have to go to a long hallway, go on the elevator, go all the way down. I'll travel. They'll let us go by ourselves. Right? So I remember that fool just going to open the door and he'd be like, all right, man, we need you over there. You're going to give him the trouble? Like, you're going to go get my medicine and fucking come back home. And that,
Like, fuck, like, chair, what can I do? You
I'm going to try to skip me, my ass beat me, like, fucking
out of here.
fuck out of here. So it was like a long, like to get to the elevator, it was a long fucking hallway, right? Like the longest hallway, bro. So you go all the way down. It was like from here, the hallway was from here to like across the street, right? And then I'll have to make a right. Here's another one, like all the way to 7-Eleven right here. Like, so it was long. So when you hit the corner to make a right, there was a big old mirror. Like this, right? You know those big old mirrors? So that's what a big old mirror is? Where you can see who's coming this way behind you and who's going this way. And so on this side, they used to have a nurse station, but they took it off because of some of the inmates shanked the nurse. Oh, and all that, right? Years ago, fucking years ago, right? And so when I'm fucking going, you can always see that to the mirror, you go over see a nurse standing there, right? You go over see a nurse. And so this is my first time going, right? And so me, I always talk to everybody, go like, good morning, blah, 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 blah. So I remember I'm going, and the thing, the religion I see her. So when I turn, I'm like, oh, good morning, how you? Sorry, bro. Nobody's fucking there. And I just keep going, but you could hear fucking screams and that, and nobody, man. Everybody was like, be careful, man.
Do you think it was like some sort of guardian angel or just no ghost?
Just a ghost trapped in there, bro. It was just because you could hear it. We could feel like, man, there was a sailboat and I was, oh my fucking God, when they came and fucking, they took me out of the NAU being released. But then they fucking, there was a problem with my shit and they brought me back. And those fools put me in the hole. Right there, because they didn't have no more cell. So they put me in the fucking hole. Right there, pitch black, nothing, bro. Fucking completely dark. I was in the dark for like a whole day. Like that's when I think I lost my mind again.
Or you found it?
I found my mind, right when I lost it, that's when I was like, hey, I think I went into like, ¿cómo se llama eso? Like a spiritual thing?
You went to like some sort of trip?
Yeah, because I remember I was like fucking seeing myself there in the cell, like talking to myself, and I was like, yo, bro, all this shit you've been through and still hanging on. You know what I mean? Like so many people, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, you don't need nobody. You know what I mean? Like when you get out of it, you're gonna change, bro. You're gonna be different. You died in this bitch again, because I did die in that bitch. Like, and trip out, man. Trip, this is the biggest shit ever, right? I just remember. I remember the first day I was there because I had to get on the surgery. There was some bitch ass motherfuckers snitched on me. That's why I went there, bro. Some boy had snitched on me. So I remember the first day, bro, I went in there. They took me in, right? Because I just came out of the hospital. And I remember they took me in, and it was I don't know if it was the fucking morphine or I don't know what the fuck it was, but they had injected me, bro, with mad fucking pain medicine, right? And I remember they put me in the room. It was a shower. But they were saying that the jail was so overcrowded, they made those rooms, right? And they have put TVs, like small little TV. So it was me right here in this bed. And there was some group of maintenance street. That boy had lost his fucking toes. And all he was like real sick that I bed, right?
Yeah.
That it was in this door right here. And I'm right here. This side was like a little shower, bro. Right? It was like a little shower right here. Out of nowhere, bro, I'm there. I had just came back from fucking dead. Yeah, pumped my heart. I was gone for 20 minutes in the jail cell. Since I brought me back, so all they do is me still on the other side, was still here. And this is my paperwork, bro, that the boy was gone for 20 minutes. 30 minutes, bro, 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So when they still brought me back, and there was a Hindu military that was like, you're gone. Can I pray with you? And then she prayed with me. There was another cop that was like,
Hindu there.
yeah, but there was a cop dude right there that was like, oh, boy, I saw you. You were gone, dude. I fucking saw you, but they pumped your heart, bro. They pumped your fucking heart and you came back. And I remember the first thing I came to was like, where's my daughter? Where's my wife? Well, you're in jail, man. And I was like, I'm not in the hospital? Yeah, they finished in fucking jail hospital. Like, fuck, after that, bro, they rolled into that room. With the fucking industry, like, right? And so I'm like this, but like, I'm talking to you. So I'm like, hey, so, bro, like, how long have you been here? And I'm like, those now, right? And how long you been here? It was like talking to me, it's like a Freddy Krueger dream, exactly like that. Fuck yeah, that's how it was. It felt so real, like I was fucking really there. So I'm dozing out on like this, right? I'm like this. And I know I fell asleep, but I wasn't asleep. So I'm still talking to him out of nowhere. On the shower, he's like, Dad. And I remember like I turned and my fucking daughter comes out of the shower, right? And I'm like, Emily, what are you doing here? And then she's like, Dad, I'm scared. What's going to happen to you? And I was like, I don't know that, but come here, like, don't be scared. I remember, bro, like, getting her hand, and she's going like this to me, like, and I thought she was gonna kiss my hand, right? And she's like, you messed up. And I was like, ah! And I wrote down the fucking bed under my fucking bed. You know what I mean? And I was like, going like into fucking shock. And then I woke up and I was in the bed, and I told that character that I just go to sleep. He was like, yeah, but you're not down like 20 minutes. And I was like, no fucking way. He goes, yeah, dude. Like, I was talking to you. He's like, he's had a dream with my daughter. Well, yeah, you were fucking screaming like a motherfucker, bro.
He was over here like eating popcorn. There's not much to do here.
It's like, but I saw my daughter in there, bro. I saw my grandfather. I saw like so much fucking shit in jail, bro. And like so much shit, like I really love like
What else do you remember from the when you
voices,
went?
bro.
When you went those 30 minutes,
All your voices, bro.
voicing it.
Thousands and millions and trillions and voices, just voices and voices. And then I swear to God, bro, the old bullshit aside, like far away, I heard like the verse, the Hindi movement. Hey, you okay? You okay? And I focused in that fucking voice. Like, are you okay? You okay? And then that's when I followed, boom. But yeah, bro. If I would have never worked in there, bro, I would have died in jail and nobody would have ever saw me, bro. You know what I mean? They would have probably like, I don't know, but your bro was gone, came back like a boomerang, top out, man. Like Snoop Dogg, yeah, but yeah, then fucking my heart surgery too. When I came back, I saw my grandfather. I saw me as a child. You know what I
That's
mean?
great.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm grateful not to have near-death experience.
Yeah, but I had like a couple of them, bro. Like, you know what I mean? A couple of them. And every time I go into at night, every time I come from a surgery, like I always see my grandfather always tell me like it's not your time. It's not my time, bro. Like I tell my girl, man, like I'm still here to do something. You know what I mean? I'm here to feed my people. I'm here to be the most electrifying. Nah, bro, I'm here to take care of my girls, bro. I am my girl's guardian. That's what God put me in this way, bro.
To take care of what
He's
he's
taking
getting.
care of them, bro. God said, you know what? I'm gonna give you a fucked up mom. I'm gonna give you a fucked up parents. I'm gonna make them whoop your ass. You could be the best goddamn dad in the very fucking person that you could ever be. I am, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all we're here for.
Yeah. But those death life experiences, bro. And that's
teach you something.
that's why I was going back to where I was going. But that's right now. I'm not scared of people myself. I'm not scared of those. I'm not scared of none of that because when I went to jail, bro, I really seen shit. I seen a lot of shit. I've been through a lot of shit in my life. You know what I mean? That's why now nothing faces me. Nothing scares me. I don't give a fuck. You know, it's like I turn cold. It's just like I seen a lot of shit.
Oh, you legit turned cold for 30 minutes.
Yeah, bro. And that just
You
and then
went
when they did my
cold.
heart surgery, bro, I was gone for 12 hours, bro. You know what I mean? And but when I was in jail, bro, I was literally legit.
And do you remember anything when you were gone for the 12 hours?
Oh, you know what I told her? My girl always feels like I'm joking around and like, well, like it's a joke. But it's not really a joke. I felt like I'm not gonna sound crazy, though, but I'm not crazy.
No, I mean, I haven't been through that. So
But I feel like when you go, there's a window. Those moments, right? Where another spirit, another person jump in your body. Okay, you know what I mean? So I really feel that when I was in there, the other dude that was here in this body was a Chigon. Somebody else did. Because I am fucking nothing how I used to be before I went in that bitch. You know what I mean? Like before I was like a yes man, before I was like, don't leave me, blah, 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 and oh, I want this person to like me, or well, damn, you fuck, bro. You don't like me, you don't like me. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's funny.
Like I'm not here to explain myself to nobody. Like I don't give a fuck anymore. You know what I mean? Like I remember when my sister, when I came out of my surgery, she was really like nonchalant, just talk to nobody. Like I don't give a fuck anymore. You know what I mean? Like I remember when my sister, when I came out of my surgery, she was really like nonchalant, just fucking chill. Oh, dude. You know what I mean? Like if God brought me back, I'm here for a reason. I'm not here to cry. I'm not here to whine. I'm not here
Or
to
entertain you.
I'm not here to entertain nobody. I am not here to do that. I've been through life, fucking death experience for me to sit here and whine and bitch. And now I don't give a fuck anymore, dude. You know what I mean?
You know, the only time I've been close to a death experience is when I had like a major flu when I was like maybe 18, 19. I was kind of young to get a flu, but it's not the flu that got me there. It's like I took this Theraflu medicine, bro.
Damn.
And that shit, I don't know if it had a messed up side effect. It made me
But
hallucinate.
expired.
I bought it at maybe a shout out to the little corner store that almost got
You know
me.
what? My girl bought I not to cut you off, but real quick, she bought a ketchup one day. That shit was expired 10 years, bro. 10 years. And they were saying the little
The
corner store.
convenience store,
Yeah. Okay, I'll go
Yeah,
ahead.
but I started hallucinating. But that's the only thing I remember. Like besides almost overdosing on crystal meth, I had an audience on crystal meth, where like an audience, and then I later found out that I was about to overdose.
Oh my God, since you said that, man, since you share that, one day I used to live by myself, right? And I was high on people. You know what people is, right? And Coke with fucking weed.
Oh,
And then you put it on the blunt, right?
yeah.
And I remember, man, me and my boy, his name's Chaos. Oh, we fucking spoiled, but I don't know how much we played, right? But we were up all night. And I remember this girl I used to know. We were chilling in the staircase, bro. And I remember she was sitting on the stairs. It was a guy doing Torres. It was a black dude, and he was standing, right? And I remember I was standing up, and I'm like this, talking to them, right? I'm legit talking to him, like I'm just talking to him. I don't know. This is what I felt. Then I'm gonna tell the reality of what happened. Right? So this is what I felt. I felt like I'm talking to them. Out of nowhere, somebody came and grabbed me by my head and just gently put me on the floor. Okay? They gently put me on the floor. What really happened was I rolled my eyes back, I blanked out, bah! I hit my head, and I started the ball open. And then the fool Torres came and he was hitting my chest. And then the girl, she was like fucking crying, like, yo, what the fuck? And I remember like that's when I heard Katrina voices too. Every time I go blank, and then I woke up and I was just like, what the fuck happened? Then she was like, dude, you were like, she was coming out of your mouth, your eyes rolled back, you were having a seizure. She was, have you ate? And I was like, I haven't ate nothing to eat. Oh, you know what I mean? And I was like, I just made a fucking failure. But I remember back in the days when I was in my 20s, I didn't give a fuck about shit. I didn't care if I lived or nothing, you know what I mean? I didn't have nobody. I didn't have no mommy, no daddy, no girl, no kids, no nothing but two fucking cats, bro. You know what I mean? You do it for the cat, you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, but that was like the experience too, bro.
Yeah, for sure it's an afterlife, bro. That hallucination, like you just start seeing all your family, right? But you said,
Yeah, but I see my grandpa do. I always see my grandpa for some reason. I always see like shit, bro. I always feel since I was a young buck, I always feel that I was never alone. Like there was always somebody guiding me. You know what I mean? There's always like I always hear that like these hear like little voices in my head like don't do this, don't do that. Even when somebody's gonna fuck me over, I don't even know. And they're like, you know what? This person's taking this and this person that. And I feel it, bro. And I don't know, bro. I catch people that bullshit, catch people fucking me over without me even going to the phones, without me even asking, without me even nothing, without me even being nosy and detective, bro. It's just the voice in my head that tell me, go, this. And I listen, I run the order, bro. You know what I mean? They talk to me, they understand.
everybody knows how their shoe tightens, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy, bro. Like I'm grateful not to have too many experiences, bro. Like I think I've been spared a lot, bro. Like I've been taken care of.
I think I've been spared a lot too. And I think like God took me to all the surgeries and all the shit, bro, just because one day, a long time ago, I thought I was weak. A long time ago, bro, I thought that I deserve to get treated this way or I deserve to get treated that way. One day I was a yes man until God slapped the fucking shit out and said, look, my boy, look how tough you really are. Look at everything that I put you through. I took everything away from you. You couldn't walk. You couldn't do this and you couldn't do that. And look at what you have accomplished. So now don't you ever let nobody talk down to you. Don't you ever do this and don't you ever do that. And I listened and said, God, boss, because I'm giving you a second and third chance not to fuck it up. So I know I'm here for a reason, bro.
Yeah, 100%,
You know
bro.
what I mean? Because there's a lot of dudes that haven't even been through shit that I've been through, and they're throwing in the towel. I seen dudes cry over the smallest shit, bro. Not the people's champ, bro. Not me. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I've been blessed to be put around very oppressive people, bro. Like so much so that I grew up most of my life like believing I was a huge person.
Yeah.
And then I realized I was actually built for war, dog. Like, you know, like I'm very calm, I'm very, you know, very aggressive. People tell me I'm very serious, bro, but I'm like, I just been blessed to be around people that are really, really aggressive, bro.
You know,
Like,
with me, you look like when I was growing up, me too. Like my mom would always tell me, like, you're a pussy, you're this and you're that, you're explaining that nobody's gonna love you, no this. Like she used to tell me, bro, I was like a little 8-year-old virgin, bro, like the girl's gonna cheat on you and this and that and blah 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 blah. And I always grew up thinking like, damn, I'm shady.
like, so the fuck what? Let her have her fun,
Yeah,
man.
and
Leave
then,
me alone.
and then after that, and now I think like that's why I was a yes man. I will allow a lot of shit to happen in my life. But until all this life death experiences and all this shit that I've been through and shit that I've seen and just in shit that I see that I never shared with nobody, shit that has happened to me, and all that shit, bro, I just really realized that I'm a one tough motherfucker, bro. You know what I mean? And I don't really care. Like when somebody stops talking to me, they feel like I'm gonna be like, oh my God, what's wrong? Can you be sit down and have coffee? You could tell me, I don't give a rat's ass, son. I don't give a fuck why you're mad. I don't give a fuck. I got more important shit to do. I got a family to feed. I got a daughter to put to college. I got my girl to take care of. I got my dogs to feed. I don't give a fuck who likes me, who doesn't like me, who talks about me, who doesn't talk about me. If you ain't here helping me out, bro, give a fuck.
And it's better to live that way. It's a more authentic way to live.
Yeah, bro. Fuck all that gas, man. Because you know what I learned, bro? That you bend over backwards for people that really need to take a step with you.
And you learn that the hardest way. The hardest way.
I mean, that's why, bro. I'm thankful that God took me to the shit. Because when I was going through those moments, I was like, why me, God? Why me? Now I realize that I said thank you. I know why.
Nah, I was such a person, but I knew why.
I mean, yeah.
I'm like, I earned this one for sure. You know, I earned this one for sure. But let us know what you guys think. For sure, I 100% believe there's something else.
Hell yeah, bro. What do you guys think? You guys think that there's goals out there? Do you guys believe
Because
that
the way we started was a simple cell, bro, that transferred from my daddy's ball sack into the seed of my mother's womb.
How can that happen, bro?
It's electricity, and they show the electricity. You know what I mean? So all you people stop feeding your babies to Moloch and have them. You know what I mean? Like, you know, stop. You know, like that's what you're doing. You know,
I just feel that there's an after that, bro.
there has to. Well, who knows if there has to be? Who am I to say, right?
But I don't think that this is it, bro.
It's not it.
How is it? How is it gonna be like? All right, man, that's it. No, man, we can't be somebody created this. This is like a suit that we need to live with. Because inside of us, there's a little skeleton, bro. It's just a little veins in a big old alien fucking brain. With a body, that's all we are.
And I don't know, but I always felt like I lived a long time ago. Like I lived a long
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I feel like I've lived forever, dude. And now, you know, my family tells me I'm barely getting started to the real part when all starts falling apart. You know, when your hair starts thinning, you walk a little slower, you
I've
wait
been
till
there. I've been.
yeah,
I've
so
been,
I'm
bro.
like, I've lived a long time, you know, and I'm grateful for all those years, you know.
You know what, man? Yeah, me too. I'm grateful that I am the age that I am. I am grateful that I went through all the obstacles that life threw at me. And I'm happy that I became the father and mother that I am, bro. And you know what I mean?
With all my flaws, I'm gonna become a better person.
Yeah, because that's the thing. We have to learn. You know how sometimes our parents were like, oh, they didn't know better? But
They really did it, bro.
You know
They
what I mean?
really did it,
Yeah,
though.
so us is our job because we know better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
If you something you really didn't enjoy growing up.
don't pass it on.
Yeah. That's another legacy you leave behind.
Yeah,
You know, your
yeah,
children.
because like for example, my daughter, but she knows the kind of family and all that I came from, and she knows how I am, and she goes, "You're fucking different." She like feels like you're adopted and came from another family. You did nothing like a family. I'm like the opposite, bro.
Maybe what she is, what you could have been without all the abuse.
100%, bro. That's what I see. Like when I see my daughter, I'm like,
It annoys me sometimes.
yeah, 'cause I'm like, damn, I wish I could have a whip, but I would get whipped instead of having a whip.
Sometimes the trauma leaks.
When I see my daughter, I'm like,
It annoys me sometimes.
yeah, 'cause I'm like, damn, I wish I could have a whip, but I would get whipped instead of having a whip.
Sometimes the trauma leaks enough, you know, like.
Yeah,
But
bro.
she's a lovely little girl, you know.
The
But
only whip my mom bought me was the one to whip me with.
I had they were trying, you know. They were fucked up too, you know. Like their experience was fucked up too. I can't judge them. They had an even worse experience than I did with my parents.
And my mom too.
They had it even worse. So
I just feel that wherever we go, I just feel like I hope there's gonna be a better place to live. But if they'll tell me you want to stay here and take care of your people, of your daughter and girl, they be the guardian angel. But
You know what? Well, my time here is done. My commitments are done.
That's what you want.
Best of luck in your future endeavors.
I'm about to turn into John Cena and you can't see me.
Dude, the last
I'm
time
gone.
is now, you
Oh God, everybody, but I need to like there's a video having go really short. But you see though,
There has to
everybody-
be weights.
It has to be, bro.
weights.
No, but you know what? Because everybody, you know how to put it in the Bible, like, oh, animals gonna be there, and everybody has a different heaven. Like, for your heaven could be different, bro. My heaven could be
Just
different.
chilling, sipping a cup of coffee with
You
my
mean?
family.
Like to me, my heaven would be like chilling with my girl, God, walking right. You know me, doing everything right.
Because you don't realize it, but you already had a lot of those heaven moments here, bro.
Yes.
You didn't realize it at the time.
Never realized it.
How precious it already
Yeah,
was.
yeah. I want to like sometimes we take shit for granted. And even like going back, like, hopefully my boy Chris is watching. There
Shout
is an
out.
afterlife, my boy.
If you believe in ghosts,
If you believe in ghosts, there has to be an afterlife, man.
yeah.
Anything else you want to say though?
And that's it for me today, man. Thank you for having me. We had
No
a great
problem, man.
episode.
Thank you guys for stopping by. If you guys, you know, any experiences you guys had, or you guys want us to talk about anything, or just go check out another podcast, man.
And if you don't have anybody, like my buddy at one point in his life didn't do it for the cats. The animals matter too.
100%, man. So my peeps, thank you for stopping by. Go check out other episodes of Half an Hour with the Big Bone at Rob_big_Rob 79. I appreciate you guys.
And take care, guys.